Hello, thanks for joining me in this class, inspired by yoga. It's the first one I've ever done. My favorite person to read right now is Brene Brown. I can't get enough of what she says, who she is, how she makes me feel. So I hope this yoga practice makes you feel incredible, especially on the inside where it really, really counts. So let's go.
It is time to start our yoga practice with me, Matthew, and lots of inspiration by Brene Brown. So let's come into child's pose. Sit back on your heels, let your arms rest by your side or out front. And first few breaths for these 30 minutes, just take in child's pose to start. A few big breaths in and out. The theme of this class is self-compassion. Here's a quote from Brene. Compassion is not a virtue, it's a commitment. It's not something we have or don't have, it's something we choose to practice. So today in our practice, we're really working on self-compassion and committing ourselves to that and really building that just like you would build a muscle. Take one more breath here. And speaking of muscles, let's come into our muscular side. Come up to your hands and knees from there. On your hands and knees, just cat and cowing our spine. So inhale, lift your head, drop your belly, and exhale, round your back, drop your head. We're doing that a few more times. Inhale, arching your back. Exhale, rounding your back. A few more times just on your own here to start warming our body up. Bring it back into neutral. Let's head into down dog. Curl your toes, lift your hips up in down dog. And if at any time this gets a little too intense, just come back down to your knees. But in down dog, pedal your legs out. Bend one knee, bend the other knee. Let your calves open up one at a time there. You should start to feel your athlete. Breathe consistently. And third, that's self-compassion. Enjoy where you are. Keep your heels down evenly. Let's just walk our feet up to our hands little by little until your feet are at the front of your mat, and separate your feet so they're hip distance apart here. And as you hang down, you might have a little bend in your knees. That's fine if you do. Take a few breaths just like this. From here, roll your body all the way up to standing. And lift your arms up to the ceiling. Take a big breath in. Arch back a little. Stay standing and just bring your hands together at your heart. Bring your hands to your hips next. To reach your right arm straight up to the ceiling and taking a side bend. Fold over to your left. Let that waist open up on that right side here. Bring your body back up to center. Bring that right hand back on your right hip. Take your left arm straight up. Taking a side bend to the right for a few breaths. For me, there's always three things I'm working on in a pose like this. I'm breathing. I've got the physical look of the pose. And last, I'm trying to find compassion and enjoyment of being in the pose. All those three things are really practicing yoga. Bring that left arm back up. Bring your arms by your side. And with an inhale, lift your arms up to the ceiling. Take a big breath in. And as we exhale, let's fold back down to the floor in a forward bend here. Roll up to standing from there. Lift your arms up to the ceiling. Big breath in. Now chair pose. Bend your legs as we lean forward. Sinking low in your legs. You should feel that athlete really coming out. You should be breathing consistently and trying to commit to enjoying this practice and enjoying where you are today. Fold it down and straighten your legs from there. Good. Let's walk it back into down dog from there. Again, if it's a little intense, come down to your knees. Now from down dog, let's bring your body forward into plank at the top of a push-up. Again, you might be from your knees. Exhale, lower all the way down to your stomach. Uncurl your toes, bring your hands forward a little bit, and arching up as much as you want to arch your back. And we are staying here for a few breaths. It can be a little arch in your back or a larger arch in your back, whatever is okay for your body. Press back to your hands and knees from there. And make your way back into down dog from there. One more time, bring your body forward into plank. Lower down from there, maybe from your knees. Uncurl your toes, hands forward a little bit. Arch your back up. Stay here for a few breaths. Good, press it back to your hands and knees, and then back into down dog from there. Another Brene quotation. We can't practice compassion with other people if we can't treat ourselves kindly. So all through this practice today, these 30 minutes, I want you to over and over treat yourself kindly. Compliment yourself. Be your biggest fan and cheerleader. If you do that, and you do the pose as best as you can, and you breathe, you are being an enlightened yogi. That enlightenment can come right now. It doesn't have to be a far-off future thing. All right, I'll stop talking and we'll keep moving. From down dog, take that right leg high up in the air. Let that left heel press way down. One more breath here. And look between your hands. Step that right foot up inside your right hand. You may use your right hand to get that foot up there, but it's like a lunge here. Turn that back foot down. And warrior one, reach your torso and arms straight up to the ceiling here. You should feel a lot of strength in that right leg. Reaching tall with your arms. For one more breath, make sure you are enjoying this pose. You're treating yourself well here. And opening it up to warrior two. Reach that right arm straight forward and left arm back here. A few more breaths. Your body should feel strong. You're breathing consistently. You're finding joy in your practice all at the same time. From here, straighten your right leg, turn your right palm up, reach your right arm back in a side bend. So you're reaching far back with that right arm and your hand as you reach back here. Come back into warrior two from there, a few more breaths. Can you feel strong? Can you breathe consistently? Can you commit to finding compassion with where you are? Because where you are right now is great. One more breath in this really great space. And sweep your hands down to the floor. Step that right leg back. Just go to down dog from there. Getting into that other side, take your left leg up in the air. Let that right heel press down here. And coming into warrior one, bring that left foot up inside that left hand. When you've got it there, turn your right heel down. And reach your arms up to the ceiling. It's called warrior for a reason. It's an athletic pose. That warrior side of you should feel like it is out. Find that strength. A few more breaths here. And opening it up into warrior two from there. Look out over that left arm. Your hips face the side of your mat instead of facing forward like they were in warrior one. Good, now straightening your left leg. Turn your left palm up. Reach that left arm up and back in a side bend here. I wish I could go inside your head to make sure that right now, in this pose, in this moment, you're treating yourself kindly. Because if you do that, you'll feel better, you'll treat other people better, and makes the world a better space. Take one more breath, a lot of strength, physically and mentally. Bring it back into Warrior 2 from there. Strong body. Hips face that side wall. See if you can add a little smile onto your face to make sure you're feeling that joy in your practice. Beautiful. Sweep your hands down to the floor. Step it back into plank from here. We're going to stay in plank. You might be from your knees. We've got 5 push-ups as low as you want them. Whenever you're done with that 5th push-up, come all the way down to your stomach from there. From your stomach, take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. With your arms straight, lift your torso and legs up as high as you can with a really strong back here. Take a few breaths in this space. Make sure you feel that athlete or that warrior side of you very present for one more breath. Releasing it down. Press to your hands and knees from there. Sit back in child's pose for a moment. Another Brene quote while we're here before we keep going on. Owning our story and loving ourselves through that process is the bravest thing we will ever do. I know in yoga, not only is it hard to hold the poses, but it might be even harder to control how you're breathing, and that you're loving yourself through the process. You're acknowledging who you are, where you are, how you feel, letting that be enough. All those things. Standing face to face with those things is extremely brave, and that's what we're doing here today. Make your way back into down dog from there. You're compassionate with yourself, you're enjoying yourself, you're owning the story of who you are in your body right now. Let it be enough. It's brave and it's fantastic, fantastic spiritual work. All right, from down dog, take that right leg up in the air. One time, bring your knee toward your nose and hold it here. Take that leg back out. Step that right foot up inside your right hand just like before, but this time it's crescent pose, so keep that back heel up in the air. And then lift your torso and arms up when you're ready. We're getting into your balance a little more in this sequence, so it should feel a bit unstable. The work, the spiritual work, is not letting that shake. That mental side of you that is still believing that you are enough. Now from crescent, bring your hands together at your heart. We're coming out to Warrior 3. Lean forward and balance everything out on that right leg in Warrior 3 here. You might tilt forward just a little. You might tilt forward till you're parallel to the floor. You're just working on your balance. You're really focused right now. Good. Now bring your fingers down to the floor or down to a block. And let that left leg get a little bit higher. And as it stays high and you find the tallest place for that left leg, check in with your breath. It's called standing splits. I know for me it always brings up a lot because I want my back leg to be straight up in the air, to be literally the splits, and mine is not. So I always have the option of either beating myself up over that or being totally okay with where my back lifted leg is. And take one more breath, owning and appreciating wherever you are right now. And stepping your way back into crescent from there, where we began. That left foot steps way back. Reach your torso and arms back up in crescent here, finding your balance again. One more thing, bring that left hand down to the floor or a block. Your right arm reaches up as we twist to the right here. Again, that strength you should be feeling, your breaths you should be feeling. Back leg is straight, twisting your body. Check in with how you are thinking about yourself. Can you be in this strong place and feel the lightness of joy at the same time? It's really the real deep work in a yoga practice, and it can happen regardless of what level you are in your yoga practice. That's the beauty. Good, now bring that right hand down to the floor. We're stepping back into down dog from there. Really nice. Getting into that other side, take your left leg up in the air now. Bring your knee toward your nose and hold it here as close as you can. Reach that leg back out in the air. Step that foot up inside your left hand in a lunge here. And when you're ready for crescent, reach your torso up, reach your arms up in crescent here. Here's another quote from Brene as we head into crescent. Believing that you are enough is what gives you the courage to be authentic. So much of our practice is being in the pose, believing you are enough. It'll always get better for sure, but it doesn't mean that where you are right now isn't good. All right, we're getting into our balance more. Bring our hands together at our heart. Lean forward as we balance in Warrior 3 out on that left leg. Again, it should be unstable, but if you can be unstable, you can feel that athlete in you, and you can be fine and in a happy or joyful place with that. That's doing the work right now. It's being really brave. It's being extremely courageous. Good, now bring your fingers down either to the floor or to a block. See how high that right leg gets in standing splits. See if you can hear that word splits, and you know where your body is, like I know where my body is. And that word splits does not deter us from enjoying our practice at this moment at all. That's the work. That's the work I'm doing, work I want you to do, and breathing deeply into and through that work. A few more breaths here. Step that right foot way back into crescent pose where we started, reaching your body back up from there. And once you've got this, one more thing from crescent. Bring your right hand down to the floor. Take your left arm up. And as we twist left, find a strong straight back leg, a deep bend in that left leg. And as you twist, then check in with how you're breathing. Check in with that commitment that we have to ourselves in this practice, which is to have compassion with ourselves, and more than that, joy in it as well, if you want to take it even deeper. Last few breaths, holding all those things together at once. Bring that left hand down to the floor. Step back into plank and stay right there in plank. 5 push-ups again, which might be from your knees. When you're done with that last push-up, come all the way down to your stomach. Walk your hands forward a little bit, arching into up dog or that version of up dog, whatever's okay with your back. And back to your hands and knees, and then down dog from there. Good. From down dog, step or hop your feet up to your hands. Your feet are all the way together. Reach your arms out and up in chair pose from there. Bring your hands together at your heart. We're bringing our left tricep onto our right thigh in chair twist to the right here. Stay low in your legs. Fold it down and straightening your legs from there. Roll up to standing. Come into chair pose again here. Bring your hands together at your heart. We're twisting to the left here. Again, low in your legs. Maybe twist a little bit more. Fold it down and straighten your legs from there. Just walk it back into down dog from there. From down dog, bring your body forward into plank. Come down to your forearms in forearm plank and hold it here. About 10 seconds like this. From there, straighten your arms back in plank and make your way back into down dog from there. Good work with that arm strength. And from down dog, come down to your knees, sit back on your heels, uncurl your toes in child's pose. The hardest part just ended. Great work. We've been moving for about 20 minutes. It's going to start getting easier. We've been really cultivating that athlete in you, as well as you finding joy in bringing out that athlete, regardless of how your yoga practice looks. But slow your breath down here in child's pose. Again, arms either out front or by your side. Take a few big breaths here. Another one of my favorite Brene quotes is this: at the end of my life, I want to be able to say I contributed more than I criticized. And as I apply that to our practice, what I really want you to keep in mind is when you practice yoga or do anything, that you contribute more to your joy, to enjoying the process, to your happiness in the process, to having fun in how you're growing, much more than you criticizing yourself wherever you are when you're moving through your life. But in this practice, the poses bring that up. It's easy to feel that you're not enough, but over time, we're really letting that critic go, and we're replacing the critic with that fan, that cheerleader, that side that urges you on and loves that you are growing. From child's pose, bring your torso up. Let's come to sitting down on our mats for butterfly pose. So bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees go wide apart in butterfly pose. With your hands under your feet, pull your body forward and down for about half a minute like this. Relax. Believe that where you are, wherever this pose is and however it looks, it's enough and you're doing great right now. Bring your body up from here. Now we are extending both legs out in front of us into a forward bend. Our legs are together and out. You might use a towel or a strap around your feet, but take your hands out and down your legs. Either have your hands rest on your shins, on your ankles, on your feet, or use that towel or strap around your feet, but take a forward bend for 30 seconds here. Your back opens up, your hamstrings open up, and you're breathing deeply here. Where you are is enough. If you can look at the pose that you're in, how your body shape is, how it authentically is, and be okay with that, that is really doing deep yoga work. Even though we're in a starter yoga class, that's the deep spiritual work which you can do right now. And last few deep breaths here. Bring your body up from there. We're going to make our way onto our back from there and just set your feet down on the floor. Figure 4 stretch. Bring your right ankle just above your left knee. Sweep your right hand through the gap in your legs and clasp your fingers under that left knee or outside that left shin. For 30 seconds, let that hip open up on your right side here. You've got the physical pose set up. You're starting to breathe deeper. And last, believe that where you are is enough. Doesn't mean you're going to stop opening up and getting better. It just means that where you are right now is enough. It's really, really deep work. And a few more breaths right there, contributing to your well-being rather than criticizing where you are at. To come out from this, release your hands, uncross your legs, and set that left ankle on your right knee. Sweep that left hand through. Same thing on this side. Find your starting place for half a minute here. And relax like this into that hip. You might want to put a block or a towel under your head to raise your head a little bit. I like to do that. Find that place where you feel a deep stretch, but it's not too intense. Just relax into this. And one more breath here. Release your hands, uncross your legs, almost through. Hug your right leg into your body. Let your left leg reach out onto the floor. And coming into a twist, your left hand takes that knee over to the left. Your right arm opens out to the right for a few breaths as we twist our spine on this side. Another quote from Brene. Every time we choose courage, we make everyone around us a little better and the world a little braver. And she's talking about the external world, which is absolutely true. I'm going to also bring it back to the internal world. Every time you choose courage, accepting yourself, finding joy in yourself for where you authentically are, you're making yourself better. Your inner world is better and braver. Bring that right leg back up from this twist. Switching sides, hug that left leg in. And our final twist, your right hand takes that knee over to the right. The left arm opens out to the left. A few big, big breaths here. I love that you've been working on yourself physically, which I know you can feel. You've been breathing deeper, oxygenating your body, which I know you can feel. And last, you've been pulling out those real positive, affirmative sides of yourself, to yourself, and for yourself. And I know you will feel that. Bring that leg back up to center, and as we head into Shavasana, find someplace comfortable where you can relax and close your eyes from there. It's been beautiful work, internally and externally, inside and out. It's really deep yoga. Find someplace comfortable, and with your eyes closed, one more thing for us together. Take a big breath in and hold your breath in here. Open your mouth, sigh that breath all out from there. You did it. The last few minutes after that beautiful, beautiful work. Now just rest. Start to move your fingers and your toes again now. And slide your heels gently back. Roll to your right side. And press your way all the way up to sitting, whatever position you like. We're closing our eyes. We're bringing our hands together right at our hearts from there. I'm ending class with the same quote from Brene Brown that I started with. Compassion is not a virtue. It is a commitment. It's not something we have or don't have. It's something we choose to practice. And guess what? You chose to practice compassion today. Self-compassion, self-worth, believing in yourself, uplifting yourself. I love that you did that with your yoga practice. So physically, you also improved and increased and got brighter as a soul. It's amazing, amazing work. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.